In PowerPoint, if we work on Windows, or in any other software, if we work on Mac. There is a person in this room that I appreciate really much for his presentations. That person will come in front tonight to share his knowledge and some tips and tricks for our future presentations. I invite in front William Anderson, who will give his speech from the Competent Communicator Manual, project number 8, entitled Get Comfortable with Your Visual Aids. William Anderson. William Anderson.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, when you make slides for your presentations, are they any good? Honestly, in the past, mine really sucked. They were terrible. But over time, I learned a few things, then I got better. Tonight, I'm going to teach you a few things. Thank you, John. Were you able to understand all of what we said? No. So it was noisy, correct? You felt a lot of noise. Well, that's not surprising because our brains are not wired to process so much auditory information at one time. We are not wired for a lot of information. So what we need to do is really work hard at learning what this is. And so what I want to show you are some examples of bad slides that people use when they're in front of you. So anyway, like I said, when we have a lot of information, it creates noise for us. And people can't process that. So here's those examples. Too many images and graphics. People can't process all that and still listen to you at the same time. Cheesy clip art. Never use that in your presentations. It's noise. Complicated graphics. Noise. Awful colors of the background, and there's no contrast with the fonts. Noise. Too many fonts. Too many colors. Noise. And the worst one of all, that is the most common, too much text. What happens if someone gives a presentation with all these type of slides? What happens to the audience? They experience death by PowerPoint. Now there's one guy that seems to be hanging in there. I wonder what he's thinking. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, please get rid of the noise in your slides. We are going to answer 3 questions tonight that deal with learning about slide design. First of all, we're going to look at why, we're going to look at what, and then we're going to look at how. Why are our slides so full of noise? What can we do to get rid of the noise? And how can we learn more? Because in 7 minutes, I can't share very much. And you need to learn. So why do we have so much noise? The first reason is ignorance. We don't realize that when we put all that kind of information up in front, that people zone out. We're excited. We have a lot to share. And we want to get all that information to everybody that we spent weeks learning, and we want to give it to them in 5 minutes. Lazy. We're lazy. Because making good graphics is hard work. It takes time. It's so much easier just to copy, paste some text or some bullet points and put them on slides. But they're not effective. or we're busy, and we only have so much time. And if we don't realize this is important, we're not going to make it a priority. So we need to understand this is important and make time. Maybe it's a little bit each day, not all at once, but keep learning and keep trying and get better at it. So that's the why. Now let's look at the what. This is the most important thing. Keep it simple. Can you say that after me?
Keep it simple.
I'll try again. I'll say it, then you say it. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
If you do this, you're way ahead of most people. Why do we want to keep it simple? Because less is more. Less is more engaging, and less is more effective. Remember, the brain can only process so much at a time. So we're going to look at 3 areas, or 3 aspects of slide design that are the most critical. First, we're going to look at images. Then we'll look at text. And then we'll look at colors. These are the most important things in your slides. Remember this? And this? How about this? Is that much better? The best you can do on your slides is have a high-quality image that fills the full screen. Now, if you have smaller images, every one of those images has to relate to the main idea of the slide. If they don't, then it makes more noise. Remember this, the graphic? Okay, now look at this one. A lot of difference, isn't it? You know what? Simple graphics can communicate complicated ideas, but you have to be creative to come up with those type of graphics. And if you're a slide designer, it works great. If you're not, you've got to look around and search Google a lot. Okay, remember the text. Even this much text is not good. If you just sit up there and read that, that's not good at all. This is better. Visuals are processed 6% faster than text. You see that? That's better. But this is even better. And then you just say the words. And you know what's even better? No text at all. No text at all, and you speaking is the most effective way to present to people. They can process that. Oh, have you guys ever seen slides like this in anybody's presentation? This too? All right, here's what you do. You use the color wheel if you don't know colors. And you can only have 2 to 3 colors of fonts in your presentation. That's the maximum. But what you want to do is find a color that's opposite of your main one. What's the opposite of blue? And it looks kind of purple on here.
Orange.
Orange. What colors did I use? Blue and orange with black. So you want to find colors that complement each other, not contrast each other. Whoops, sorry. I'm hitting the wrong. No, color schemes. Designers have discovered what colors work best together. Now, I don't have time to talk about it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a link on our Facebook page to a blog post that has a lot of links at the bottom about color. So if you want to learn more, check it out. So we've looked at the what. Now let's look at the how. How can we learn more? We can get good books. Slideology and Presentation Zen are the best. Look what I have here. This is the second one after Presentation Zen. It's Presentation Zen Design. And Gar Reynolds is one of the best in the world. Guess what? You can buy this in English. At Libris online, I found it for 110 RON. It takes about 10 days to get in. And that's actually a cheaper price than in America. So if you're interested, you can check it out. Blogs. There's some really good blogs, so I encourage you to go check out blogs. I will be posting stuff on our Facebook page so you can see some good blogs. Then there's Canva, which is a website. And it is an online design tool to make slides. But what's really cool is they have a design school tab at the top that you can click on, and you can go look at blogs, tutorials, and workshops on designing slides. So if you want to learn more, go there and check it out. It's really good. When you make slides, learn so that you can transform your slides from ordinary to beautiful. on your journey, as we close, on your journey to become a better presenter, I encourage you strongly to do 3 things as a review. Get rid of the noise. Please. Keep it simple. And learn to make them better. And never stop learning to make them better. If you do these things, you will become a more effective and engaging presenter. Mr. Toastmaster?